看到的画面是翼龙2无人机已经起飞，我们现在是在第13届。
To all the viewers, welcome to with CGTN New Media. Right now, you're looking at the 13th China International Aviation and Aerospace Exhibition. Right now, you're looking at this is Wing Loong ⅱ UAV.
就是它的这个生理特性非常的好，像我们今天这个构型的话，是一个很重要的。
Also, the very first day of public day here, and you're looking at this Yulong. And or the Wing Loong ⅱ. Actually, this one you're looking at is the unmanned aero vehicle capable of remotely controlled or automated flight. And looking at actually, it's just required a really short distance for taking off. And this is a home-developed medium and high altitude, the UAV. And we talk about actually, it has multi-functions because it intended for use as a surveillance and aero reconnaissance and precise strike platform. And looking at actually, this is the live footage from the UAV. So we have a camera at the nose part of the UAV, and this is once again the Wing Loong ⅱ. And we also have another one. There are multiple cameras actually equipped on board, and this is a 360-degree view camera, so that brings you a full picture of all directions. So this is the live footage from the photoelectric camera equipped on board this Wing Loong ⅱ UAV. Once again, this is an unmanned aero vehicle, and we not really seen the presence of UAV at the air show. And actually, China made this as first of its kind. So the Wing Loong ⅱ, also the very first flight to show respect and also to celebrate a country's birthday, because today is the National Day. August 1st marks the National Day of the People's Republic of China. And also we talk about today is the very first public day. So you're looking at from this live picture, this is a photoelectric camera. So looking at this is the live footage captured by this camera equipped on board of this UAV. And also you're looking at this crowd. You can tell that this is a very crowded area, and also it's a very busy area. So this is the Wing Loong ⅱ and also make the start today's air show. And also would like to bring you the POV view. So basically like you're pretending yourself as the pilot. So you're looking at this is actually the footage, or this is maybe the view from the pilot. So we bring you this POV view for the viewers, so you have this immersive experience. And once again, we talk about today is a very special day. It's not just the first public day, it's also the national day. So when I arrived here this morning, a big crowd, and also we see a lot of the riot flag. You're looking at that crowd holding the national flag. That's also the celebrate the country's birthday. And we actually can see this very clearly. Once again, we're looking at this view from the camera. That's the photoelectric camera equipped on board with Wing Loong ⅱ UAV. And also they're waving their hands. So UAV actually is a manned aero vehicle. And they have a ground control room. You're looking at the other window. So you're looking at this is their control room actually. So this is actually capable of remote control, and including taking off and landing, and also autonomous flight. And looking at this is Wing Loong ⅱ UAV. So for today, we have arranged 8 different movements. So that including taking off and landing, and looking at all these actually automatically controlled by the flight itself. Make turns, and also it can land by itself, and also actually it can plan the route back to the parking lot by itself. And also once again, you're looking at this is the photoelectric camera captured a live picture here at Zhuhai Air China, the Airshow China. And this is the 13th air show. And looking at this very clear picture, actually, this provides a high resolution and also can reach even higher resolution based on the customer's demand. But judging from this high resolution, I can tell actually you're looking at the vivid color, and also looking at people waving the national flag to say hi to the Wing Loong ⅱ. So we talk about this is a very high definition and quite similar definition or the resolution ratio as your phone. And we talk about that last year, Wing Loong actually already used for disaster relief and rescue. We talk about the Poyang Lake, the flooding, and also August this year during the 2021 Henan floods, because of the interruption of communication in some areas due to flooding, and the Wing Loong ⅱ actually was dispatched for emergency disaster response to the corresponding area and carry out the nearly 6 hours of ground reconnaissance and communication relay services. So this is actually the key role played by Wing Loong ⅱ. So this is actually to provide or able to relay and amplify telecommunicational signals. So Wing Loong ⅱ debuted. That's also we talk about that the Wing Loong ⅱH debuted at July 2021 when it was displayed to assist with rescue work in central China's Henan province after unprecedented heavy rainfall flooding, providing a stable communication signal that can be directly used for normal phones with areas of over 50 square kilometers. And not only for the disaster relief purpose, also can help to make rainfall happen as well. So talking about the development of a UAV, we quite at the world-class level. So if we trace back to like 1 decade or 2 decades ago, we thought that UAV is so far from us. But right now you look at UAV already applied to the actual work. And looking at all the hardware, software, looking at this high definition or the resolution ratios, and also the operation systems actually all developed domestically. So once again, you're looking at this is a Wing Loong ⅱ. It's a manned aero vehicle capable of remotely controlled or the autonomous flight, and also it's a big family, including the Wing Loong ⅓, Wing Loong ⅱ, and a Wing Loong ⅱH. We talk about the photoelectric camera actually make us to see the live footage day and night. So it's not just can capture the pictures at daytime with daylight, and it's because it's a photoelectric camera, so it's also capable to capture the footage pictures in the evening because it's also with IR function, infrared function. And also at the 80 byte or other the plateau area, it also can perform a taking off and landing mission. Or we talk about to the extremely cold area or the desert, it all can perform the very normal taking off landing process. So it's been examined and approved its function. Talk about the Wing Loong ⅱ back in 2017 made its maiden flight. At the same year, it's actually rolled off the line and delivered to the customers. And once again, looking at on the left-hand side, this is the ground control room. And also looking at the missiles, actually around 12 missiles and to the UAV, and also looking at bombers as well. So that's an air-ground missile. So it's also because right now looking at the footage, it can give you the picture of a boat really clearly. So it's also capable for the searching function. So we talk about the big family, including Wing Loong ⅓, Wing Loong ⅱ Wing Loong ⅱH. And Wing Loong ⅓D. And that used a composite materials. And Wing Loong ⅂ actually right now is the highest member in the family. And also we talk about the engine type. For Wing Loong ⅂, it's turboprop. So that provide a higher power or stronger power. We talk about for Wing Loong ⅓, that's the piston, that's the engine type. But for Wing Loong ⅂, the engine type is turboprop. So the maximum cruise speed for Wing Loong ⅓ is 280 kilometers per hour. For Wing Loong ⅂, that can reach up to 370 kilometers per hour. And for Wing Loong ⅂, its operational endurance can reach 72 hours, 20 hours max speed. Once again, you're looking at this is today's air performance, and this is at the 13th Air Show. This is 13th China International Aviation and Aerospace Exhibition, and the first show performed by Wing Loong ⅂. That's the unmanned aero vehicle. And once again, we talk about today actually is the very first day for public. So you can see there's a bigger crowd, and we can see a lot of young generations also here to look at the key aircrafts. We talk about the whole development speed or the progress of UAV. It's so fast. From just a scratch to right now the Wing Loong ⅂ and other UAV families. You could see right now we have many different types of UAV, and also the technology is really reliable and also approved. Right now, looking at this is once again the camera equipped on board, prepare for landing. We talk about it once again. There's no one really operate the flight. This is the automatic landing. Same for taking off. So you're looking at this is a very precise landing. So basically, we talk about why it's so precise landing. We have around 3 brains to calculate this index. So looking at this is really accurate. So it's already landed, and looking at a perfectly land a central access of the runway. So from this angle, this is the camera equipped at the front part of the Wing Loong ⅱ and just landed and finished its a show here. We talk about that this is a really rare scene because it just performed for 2 days, one for the opening ceremony and the other show actually was today for the public day. And looking at this giant size UAV is also the first time to present itself at the air show. And looking at it, we talk about it needs to back to its starting point, which means that right now he already, or the Wing Loong ⅱ already planned the route to get back to the parking lot by itself. So let's look at some highlights of our Wing Loong ⅱ UAV. So to all the viewers, if just tuning in with CGTN New Media, we are looking at the 13th China International Aviation and Aerospace Exhibition. Today is the first day for the public can get access to this area and also the National Day. Looking at the second performer for today, the public day, is from the PLA Air Force, the August 1st Aerobatic Team. And today, October 1st, marks China's National Day, and 2021 is the 72nd anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China. Talking about this Aerobatic Team is August 1st, and it's actually the household well-known name. And it also considered as a guard of honor in the air. So once again, looking at this is the 13th Airshow China, and coming soon is the performance presented by PLA Air Force August 1st Aerobatic Team.
对，目前使用3代主战飞机作为飞行表演机的这个国家，也就是中国、美国
And the
和
flight
国家。
aircraft they use today is J-10. We talk about only 3 countries.
其实我们在这个航展现场看飞行表演，不仅仅是看表演的动作的优美，也是
Actually
能够展
capable
现中国空军的战斗力的水平，也是中国航空工
to
业的水
drive
平
the third generation of the fighters. So it's United States, Russia, and China. And the August 1st or Ⅷ Aerobatic Team is the aerobatic demonstration team of the People's Liberation Army Air Force. So it was founded in 1962 and named after the date of founding of the People's Liberation Army, August 1st, 1927. So that is why they named their self the August 1st Aerobatic Team or ⅷ Aerobatic Team.
也被称为是刀尖上的舞蹈。
对，
所以我们的飞行员是刀尖舞者。
In May 2009, the team upgraded their jets to the much more advanced J-10
后来演变成
multi-role fighter.
性质的这种飞行表演活动。我们看这个ⅷ飞行表演队的这个表演呢，基本上它的全套动作分为4个阶段：起飞、6机和组合动作以及最后的着陆。
So we normally can will their performance in 4 stages. The first stage is taking off, and the second they will actually make their performance in different formation and also bring a lot of techniques. So it's a very spectacular show, and the last stage will be landing. So looking at they will take off by different batches, and today will be the squadrons of 6 air flights. So the first batch for taking up is the 3 aircraft.
今天计划采用的是一个3机2架加1架这样的一个飞行表演的程序哈。
对。
So the first batch consisting of 3 aircraft ready on the runway waiting for taking off.
可以说是这个经常出现在国际上啊，代表中国的这个空军来展示我们的这样的一个形象哈。
对，因为他们是国家的。
They have made more than 300 shows and performance.
也是咱们在珠海中国航展的一个常客了，来了很多次了。
是。
ⅷ飞行表演队呢，先后装备过6种机型，分别为歼5、歼6、歼教5、歼7 EB、歼7 GB。
And they also had been to Zhuhai Airshow very frequently. So it's also the old friend to the Zhuhai Airshow China. And we talk about the aircraft that used before. We initially equipped the fleet with JJ5, the fighter trainer jets, and then to the J7 EB, and then to the J7 GB, and then right now to J10. Taking off as the first 3 aircrafts. So make a very fast climbing. And looking at their landing gear already folded. So don't blink your eye because every second counts. And they right now make a right turn, and this is the first batch of 3 aircraft. And looking at this is a second batch consisting of 2 aircraft. So we're looking at they will taking off in 3, 2, 1 order. So in total 6 aircraft will make today's show.
第3批是一个单机，它将会做一个大仰角的上升，展现出来歼十飞机优越的起飞性能，而且这个动作是符合战术要求的，带有非常浓厚的战术意义，就是快速。
And for the a third aircraft will take off by itself, so it's a single aircraft taking off, and we will perform a zoom clap. So looking at it will be clap very fast with a huge angle upward. Looking at this is a single aircraft right now. It's looking at it's taking off.
跃升，大仰角的跃升，非常漂亮，展现出强劲的动力。
好，来一个斜半扣的翻转。
对，这个动作体现出歼十飞机。
Looking at this is so beautiful. They show you that a big thrust and also make a loop that's a half loop. So show you that in the just really short seconds, the J10 can reach to a quite high altitude.
相当于是有9个同等重量的人压在自己的身上。
对，这个动作非常漂亮。我们在演播室中间也可以感受到外面这种发动机的这种。
And we talk about just now that zoom climbing. Actually, a pilots need to shoulder around 9G.
现在这个单机要和5机去汇合。
对。
For this huge payload, of course, that requires hours of hard training. And very soon we will see the formation flying consisting of 6 aircrafts. This is once again J10 fighters.
不同的形式完成了6架歼十飞机的这个起飞，一个是前3机，这一批用了。
So that finished the end of the first stage of performance, taking off. So let's see a 3 aircraft as the first batch, and then the 2 aircraft, and then 1 single aircraft taking off. So looking at that as a zoom clap.
这个也是要求很高的，因为这个时候这个6号机单机与机群的速度差是在200千米每小时以上的。
So right now looking at a single aircraft right now approaching to the Dragon, though the A squadron can in the formation flying.
接下来这个画面会非常的好看，我现在可以从画面当中看到6架。
And then coming to the second stage of the performance, as the formation flying of 6 aircraft, looking at right now they're making their first present to the spectators.
真的看到这个飞机飞越我们头顶的时候，感觉真是好。 震撼，很自豪。
And also believe that the Aerobatic team would like to use this spectacular show as the birthday gift to the motherland. Once again, today marks the 72nd birthday of people's of Republic of China.
变换队形了。队形变换了。 现在应该是变成了一个菱形的战队。
对，变成一个菱形队。
其实像刚才这个低空的这种。
So looking at the change your formation.
越是需要飞行员之间默契的配合啊，精细的操纵能力啊等等。
change the shape.
这个密集队形啊，实际上也是有非常重要的战术意义。它利用的就是雷达的角度分辨率比较有限的这样的一个。To
the diamond shape, we talk about that. Looking at a very tight distance between flights.
继续拉烟，向上的一个跃升，
对，一个
盘旋。So they fly so close to each other. Actually, this is really difficult and risky. And climbing up, making a turn and spiraling.
这个解说区，也就是中央广播电视总台演播室的这样一个头顶。
对。
And we can hear that roar so clearly and so loud.
八一飞行表演队在珠海机场的上空献祭啊，应该说我们可以看到现场的观众应该说。
Right now they change to another formation.
能
So that's the formation flying. So also support the traveling and maneuvering in a disciplined, synchronized manner.
其实今天珠海的天气稍微有一点这样的一个水汽，
有点水汽。在现场的观众呢，感受还不一定太明显，但是
It's changed to another formation.
和手机前面的这样的这个观众啊，应该说感觉到就影响稍微大一点。
有一点灰蒙蒙的感觉，但是没有。
So today we're looking at the air. The weather actually is not really helping. See a lot the moistures in the air. And now change to the formation of triangle. So they basically made all the maneuverings just in front of the spectators. We talk about the area or the standing platform for the spectators. It's quite small, so it's not easy for them to design all these techniques and also perform all these in different formation. You're looking at they made the first the diving, and then make the turns, and also the tumbling together in the formation of 6 aircraft. Make another turn. So we talk about the tumbling technique require them fly from the 100 meter to 2,000 meter in altitude. And they not only need to climb to that required altitude, also need to pay attention to the distance between each other and also keep the formation. You're looking at it right now. This is a second performer for today from PLA Air Force August 1st Aerobatic Team. Right now is performing formation, flying, traveling, and maneuvering, consisting of 6 aircraft. That's J-10 multi-role fighters. Make the wing over horizontally. So it's like a ballet dancer up there.
它在这样密集的队形下要完成这个滚转，每架飞机完成这样的滚转，它需要在滚转的过程中间还保持这种队形的完整，应该说难度是非常大的，因为在滚转的过程中间，实际上飞机的方向。
So this is quite tight formation, and they need to keep that distance while performing the wing over. So that's the horizontal rolling, basically. So this is a really tough technique. The wingman need to pay attention to the distance, and leading man, where we talk about the leading aircraft. So that's the leading aircraft at the top. That's the leading aircraft. We'll talk about that's the leading man, and the rest aircraft we consider them as the, we would call them as the wingman. So they need to, wingmans need to report in distance, report to all the information required to the leading man. So very soon they will have their looking at this is so beautiful. This is in the different squadrons. You're looking at this 6 aircraft right now divided into 2 groups.
展现出了飞行员的胆魄、技术和相互之间的协同配合。
到6机分组开花这个时候完成了以后啊，就进第2阶段就算结束了，6机编队就结束了，开始进入下一个阶段，就开始一系列的组合动作的表演。刚才上的那个2架飞机啊，5、6号现在完成一个精彩的动作，就是对冲。
接下来非常的精彩。
So that's coming to the next stage of their performance, and you will see a different mix figures or aerobatic figures. So looking at it, that's the really eye-opening show. Looking at it, that's the nose-to-nose flight. So look at the 2 aircraft actually fly towards each other. So their speed, airspeed reached like 700 kilometers per hour for each aircraft. So in total, 1,400 kilometers per hour. So this is not just demonstrate a good function of the J-10 aircraft, but also the braveness or the courage of the pilot.
在一个平面上，这个难度是比较大的。在前面的6机的这种同步横滚呢，是每架飞机自己完成这个横滚。
So we talk about the pilots from the PLA Air Force and their bravery demonstrated in the different aerobatic figures. And looking at it right now, this is another formation flying consisting of 4 aircrafts. So they also show that the coordination collaboration among the team. Another will show you that the rolling or the spiraling. You're looking at the spiraling along the axis. So it's one flight spiraling around the other one.
我们可以看到动作的编排中间那个分组以后对冲以后，剩下的4架飞机紧接着就进来，完成以后呢，对冲的这个飞机再进行汇合，又完成双机的绕轴。 所以看到这个动作的编排非常的这个紧凑，
也可以看到整个的飞行表演是可以说是环环相扣。对，
体现出这个81飞行表演这个6架这个飞机啊，在这样一个狭小的空域里面，不同的这种动作的组合。
好，大家现在看到的也是5号机。
So looking at that's the choreography, if we can say this word. So the choreography is also well designed. So that's the A2, the aircrafts make their formation, and very soon another 4, and also the 2 make the other maneuvering, and right now also the 1 single aircraft. Right now just made the spiraling, and then right now coming to a zoom climb, and right now made a tumbling, and right now is spinning. And to another spiraling. We can see the air flows very clearly. And once again, this represents the 3rd generation of home-developed fighters. Another climbing, making a consecutive wing over. Just performed a multiple horizontal wing over. And now looking at another formation flying. So let's make sure that all the A4 flies actually at the same level to perform the different movement. We talk about that in order to keep them at the same level, same horizon. Looking at a flight at the different position, they need to know exactly their flying radius, so they can always keep themselves at the same level.
5号机，这是个迅速的拉起跃升。
对。
好，直线拉起了。
4机刚刚退出，
漂亮。
一个单机就进入到我们视野中间进行。
Looking at this is made a Shangdao.
这个画面太漂亮。
对。刚才做的是一个半筋斗翻转。
So looking at the choreography, a 4 aircraft just left the stage, and very soon we can see that one single aircraft coming into our view. So that's a 4 aircraft, and then we see another single aircraft. So it's a win over. And also make a spin.
对，
我们可以看到4架飞机已经出现在我们的视野当中了。
这应该是个叠罗汉。
好，我们现在看到的歼十战机的叠罗汉的队形进入我们的视线。
从前面的这个长机到后面的3架飞机。
And then we see another 4.
依次向下降低高度，
迎风开始飞的这种感觉啊。
So that's in the formation of a pyramid.
在高度差上保持了一定的这样的这个差距。
这个前后飞机的距离是为负2米，高度差不到2米。
对，
飞机保持完全一致的队形，构成了一座空中的罗汉塔。
对，非常漂亮。然后完成这个叠罗汉以后，调整队形变成菱形队形，离场。
离场。
So they just made a human pyramid in their formation.
好，现在看到的是一个单机的一个表演。
And then they changed to another formation.
速度的平飞。
Left stage.
一个单机就进场了。
像一个骄傲的。
And then we see another single aircraft.
大仰角，这个时候显示出来飞机的低速飞行性能，飞机的展现出歼十飞机的左边界的飞行性能，就是小速度的飞行性能。你可以看到飞机非常平稳，这个时候仰角是比较大的，因为要保持足够的升力。
So we're looking at this is to show another function of J10, looking at as very stable flying. So this low airspeed, so that's a 200 kilometers per hour. So extremely low airspeed. Those can fly in a very steady manner.
其实刚才您说到这个。 左边界哈，左边界是不是一个常备的训练科目了？
对，这个因为这个左边界这个飞行啊，主要涉及到一个安全问题。掌握了左边界的这样的飞行技术以后，对于确保飞行安全是非常具有重要意义的。
好，我们可以看到4架歼十飞机拉烟，
对，
正向我们飞过来了。
漂亮，这是一个横队拉烟横队工厂，在这个横队这个表演的过程这个中间呢。 保持着一条直线，
完全的一致。
对。
So this is make the
横队也是具有战术意义的，在实战
another formation flight by 4 aircraft.
间隔比较大的时候，它可以有效的控制正前方。
So they're in a strict line.
现在这个战斗队形啊，横队是一个非常主要的战斗队形。
看到是单机。 进行一个蛇形的扭转，
不断的在空中改变它的轨迹，
滚转，
对，
多次的滚转呀，
对，多次滚转。这个动作通常情况下可以用来摆脱敌人的这种攻击。
Looking at this is made a S-shaped rolling. So looking at this is a multiple snap probe. So make the aircraft itself very agile and hard to be locked as the target by the enemy. And also the pilots also need to endure that's around 6G payload. So we talk about that's the 6G to 7.5G. It's also made multiple rollings. while climbing up. So looking at it, it's the flying up to a higher altitude while keeping changing its flight route. Then we will expect to see a formation flying of 5 aircraft, yes. And they will perform the iconic, here we go, this is iconic movement, the iconic figure by August 1st Aerobatic Team, like a big flower blossom up in the air. And then to the last stage of their performance, so they will prepare for landing. And right now this is looking at their landing gear already low folded, and this is the low altitude flyover. So looking at, although with the landing gear folded, I still can climb, can roll. To prepare itself ready for landing, and also will make small route landing or small air route landing. Simply just make a turn and land. So that's the small air route landing. So it's very fast landing. Looking at the landing duration, it's very short. So this single aircraft just performed a small air course landing. And then the 2 aircrafts make the formation landing. Just now we saw 1 aircraft landing, and right now we will see formation landing. And then there will be 3 aircrafts. So 1 making a climbing, another one making a climbing, and same for the 3rd one, a climbing and wing over. So what they performed just now, that's a very typical figure for fighters. So that's the movement for them to be dismissed. So just now you're looking at as the performance made presented by PLA Air Force August 1st Aerobatic Team. They just presented us a very spectacular show. They showcase the bravery of pilots and also demonstrate the outstanding functions of J-10 multi-role fighters. And this is a 3rd generation fighters developed domestically.
所以八一飞行表演队也是一个中国航空工业的一个见证者。
对，珠海航展这个平台实际上就是中国航空工业发展的一个缩影。
The August 1st Aerobatic Team initially equipped the fleet with JJ5 fighter trainer jets, and then replaced by J7EB, and then again was replaced by the newer J7GB, and then in May 2009, the team upgraded their jets to the much more advanced J10 model fighters. So looking at all the major jets they used also to show you the history of the aviation industry progressed in China.
拉着这个烟呢，那种色彩非常的绚丽。在国庆这个特殊的日子里，空军81飞行表演队的飞行员们用特殊的形式向祖国献礼。
Right now, they're parking back. They're taxiing back to their parking apron.
现在飞机正在滑向停机位。飞机的涂装也是。
So after landing, right now they're taxiing to the parking apron.
白、蓝。
这样的一个涂装是以宝石蓝为主色调的。你看啊，这个机身上浅蓝色、白色、红色、灰色为衬托。
对。
这个机身的
The coating of
两侧分别为抽象的
the fighters color
那垂尾上
blue,
一
white,
道灰素
and
闪
red.
见光。
对。
其实它整个6架飞机在空中之后，给我们展现出来的就是一个4件合一的这样的效果吧。
对对对。
所以今天我们的81飞行表演队的表演也是非常非常的精彩哈。现在我们可以看到，飞行员正在驾驶监视飞机，他们要通过这样的一段距离哈，回到他们在航展现场的一个停机位。
对，他们停机位就在我们的前方。
就在我们面前。
对。
平时会有很多人等他们回来跟他们招手。那天他们在演练的时候，我去了一下现场。就这2天在担任这个结束的任务，很遗憾不能去到现场。在他们飞走的那一刹那，我看到飞行员在向现场的观众招手，我们也会向他们招手，那种感觉真的觉得眼泪都快出来了。
他们在滑行的过程中间，附近的观众跟他们的距离相对来讲是比较近的，
非常非常的近，就是可以看得到的。
招手，飞行员也向他们这个回礼。
所以在现场就是
这种交互啊，
那种感觉特别的感动和激动。
对。
就觉得哎呀，他们好了不起啊。
And spectators actually this time very lucky because they can stay so close to these aircrafts and our pilots. And once again, we'll talk about today is the very first day for the public getting access to this venue. I believe that also we see a lot of the parents bring their kids to the air show. I believe this is also a very good opportunity to really bring their kids to see these the key achievements or progress made by the China aviation and aerospace industry.
很自豪哈，能够保家卫国，尤其在今天看到我们的5星红旗在这个飞机上的这样的一个展现。
We talk about the China International Aviation and Aerospace Exhibition, or short for Airshow China, is the only international professional aerospace exhibition approved by the State Council of China with flight shows and dynamic demonstrations of ground equipment and is a national event.
各型的我们国家自主研制的飞机、雷达，包括我们的导弹武器系统等等哈。其实作为一个中国人，觉得这个中国这些年的发展可以说是非常的快。
And the 13th Airshow China right now is underway in the Zhuhai International Airshow Center from September 28th to October 3rd. And here you can see the progress made by the China International Aviation and Aerospace Exhibition, looking at the aircraft and also that's the soil from Luna brought back by a Chang'e 5. So that's a lunar soil also demonstrated here this time.
举着手机在拍摄这个歼10飞机的这样的音质。
我真想跟他们招招手。
And now looking at the
特别是现场
J10 and now back to the parking apron.
父亲的肩膀上来举着手机拍摄，这就是一种向往，一种向往。这现场非常感人。
我曾经看过好几个这样的镜头，父母扛着这个小孩坐在肩膀上，摇着手上举着的是我们的5星红旗。
对，他们中间呢，今后一定会
招手，
非常帅。现场中间的这些孩子们，将来一定会有相当一部分人要加入。
So looking at the pilots waving their hands. And spectators also waving their hands. So this is a very touching moment. And also we see a very young kids sitting on the dad's shoulder. We don't know, but maybe one day these kids, or at least 1 or 2, could be the performer for the air show.
是我们国家的这种日益的强大。那么作为一个中国人，在这样一个特殊的日子，我觉得真的很自豪。
是，
这是一个双座机。
对。
后面这个像是一个女飞行员，我总觉得是。
在今天的这个表演机这个中间呢，一定会在座舱里面出现我们的
女飞。
对。我们已经前后招收了12批女飞行员。今年也是咱们中国空军招收飞行员70年的这样的一个纪念日子，非常特殊的。
And for the pilots today, we not only see male pilots, we also see female pilots.
发挥这个停靠的区域了。
歼10飞机在镜头中间看的也是非常帅气。
英姿飒爽哈！这个飞行员已经取下了束缚带。准备走下飞机，飞行员都也很帅哈。
对，机务人员已经把梯子架上飞机，准备迎接。你看，我们的机务人员已经
上机了。
对，上机了，帮助飞行员完成飞机关车之前的最后的一些动作。
也包括要对飞机的一些性能进行一些确认。
对，我们的机务人员也非常帅。
Looking at the technicians also up to the aircraft to talk to the pilots.
他只是不能飞上天呀，在地面上
他们会开车，他们可以开车，但是他们不能够具体的操纵飞机，不允许，不能够驾驶飞机上天，那是不行的。
那他在下面操作的这个开车和我们驾驶飞机的动作是一致的吗？
The maintenance personnel always talk to the pilots when they make their journey back, so they can talk more about the functions of the aircraft or any issues that the pilot found during the flight.
至少他从进入航空大学，到飞行学院毕业，至少需要经历4年左右的时间。就是从一个普通的老百姓，到会飞行，对，需要经历4年的时间。
It required at least 4 years to cultivate one pilot. So that's basically described the years required from a green hand to a personnel knowing how to fly an aircraft. And then that also required many thousands of flying hours to train themselves in order that they are capable to operate a fighter.
零距离的接触，现在可能会有一些。
疫情的一些原因，要进行一个这样的一个相对距离。
你看这是不是孩子坐在父亲的
肩膀上？ 我小时候就坐在我父亲的肩膀上去，不是看飞机。
Right now, because it's the COVID-19 precaution requirement, they keep a distance from the crowd. Like 3 years ago, we talk about the air show. Actually, the pilots could go to the crowd and shake hand with them.
观众们向飞行员招手、鼓掌，对飞行员的这种精彩的飞行表演表示感谢和祝贺。
其实飞行员也是很多人梦寐以求的一个职业，
是
不是一般人都能当飞行员的。
对对对。
他需要具备一些什么样的素质呢？
在我们这个招飞馆的，就是这现场这个招飞。
Talking about pilot, actually, that's also a lot of people's dream career.
都在现场有一个展示。我刚才看到有好多这个
排队
去看这个。你看现在我们
这是4名飞行员，这是今天飞表演机的
他们在这个
集合
飞机的时候，依次的这个在列队跨立站在前面以后，然后加入他们这个队伍，这也是表演动作。中间有个女飞行员，我们已经看到了，中间有女飞行员。
这是今天的一架。
这是。
And we see one female pilot looking at it right now, walking in the queue.
至少在目前，我们在镜头中间看到有1名飞行员出现在我们的表演队中。又有一名女飞行员，这是一个双机，又有一名，至少现在有2名女飞行员，对，非常漂亮。
And we see another female pilot. And I see in total 10 pilots.
应该有10名，共有10名飞行员，中间2名女。
So once again, looking at this as pilots, just present us a stunning, fantastic show from the PLA Air Force August 1st Aerobatic Team, including 2 female pilots.
8一飞行表演队的精彩的飞行表演已经全部结束了。我们通过一个短片回看一下今天他们的精彩表演。
So let's look at some highlights of August 1st Aerobatic Team's performance. the first day for the public then get access to this area. So looking at this is a very busy scene here. And we have a spectacular show. And besides, we have a lot of different displays. We had a lot of the demonstrations here from the aviation industry as well as the aerospace industry. But today, I show you a very secret place. And I have a special guest, Mr. Wang, with us. So here you can feel that from the crowd, you can feel people's passion. So talking about the Airshow China, its debut in 1996. Right now, looking at is provide a much wide-ranging of progress. So looking at here, a lot of displays. So talk about the eyes must be very busy because we also see a lot of things that they talk about this time. 40% of the exhibits actually made their first debut here to the public. We're looking at it here to showcase the key progress made by the sunset technology area and also the aviation and the aerospace area. And also here is like the young generations to have a chance to get a more knowledge about innovation-driven development here in China. We talk about that entering into a new era, then put into the context of the aircraft. And we also have a new generation of fighters, jeters, bombers, actually a complete system. When we talk about new era, actually we're not only limited to certain types of aircraft. And we also have a medicine, or a medical treatment, or the hospital plane. And here is an immersive experience hall. I believe this is a very special place. This is a future-oriented experience. We talk about right now, we are here in 2021, right? Let's go to the future through this tunnel. And also we have interaction places, so you also can get small gifts. So let's get into this tunnel. So basically we come to another world or in another time area. So lighting also changed. So let's get into the future world. And this is actually a science fiction unmanned fighter. So looking at this unmanned aircraft, so insane. So future-oriented, right? This is maybe we just saw before in a scientific film. So this is a self-developed aircraft. So it's made its maiden flight in 2049. So 2049. So this is kind of the IP figure right now. And we're looking at this aircraft, we're compared to right now the UAV in the market. It's totally different. So looking at this aircraft, we talk about this is a unmanned fighter, right? So they can fight up in the air. And also can hijack a flight, where we talk about it can make the air piracy. And this is actually not the full size. The actual one is much larger than this one. So this is not the actual size. And it's weight equal to around 10 tons. So it's a payload actually up to 10 tons, and also can equipped with different kinds of missiles, bombers, different the arm, the vessel. So why we made this? Actually, this is right now just for the games or for the film purpose, but this is actually to build up a bridge for the aerospace and aviation industry and young generations, the public. So hope that we can draw more eyes to the development of the aviation industry, and maybe they can devote themselves in this industry, pursue their career in the aviation aerospace industry. And here we show you the key elements. The key framework. So looking at here, it can be assembled. And also the hatch. We know that component actually, or the assembly units, require a little bit longer time for them to assemble together. So we also like to say that we expect to see one day that the time required for assembly kind of faster and more efficient. This is just a conceptual one. It's more right now for a film or for the cultural industry. And talking about the power system. So we're looking at right now this kind of the equipment development. It follow a track of a module development. So that is why we split our power system to different modules. So that's based on the concept of modularization. So for the power system, actually equipped with two powers, and is up to the outer space that the engine will provide by the engines, or the power system quite similar as the rocket. And if it's to the low Earth orbit, then that we have another set of power system provided. So this is a really bold concept. And this is something we really like to see. We talk about innovation. We talk about creating something new. Then that's everything actually should back to a concept, to an idea, right? So looking at right now the current progress of like aerospace or aircraft, go back to a very first day as a simple imagination. We talk about the made in China and also the created in China. So that's first imagined in China. We talk about that we can have a pool of imagination. I believe that we can bring a lot of thoughts together. So that can be very inspiring, actually. So this is immersive experience hall. We have this kind of future-oriented or future-driven equipment display, and we also have the other part as for the
我们现在是在第13届中国航展的现场。那从画面当中现在看到的是红届中国航展的现场。那从画面当中现在看到的是红鹰飞行表演队即将开始精彩的飞行表演。
在81飞行表演队表演结束之后，紧接着出场的就是空军红鹰飞行表演队。
红鹰飞行表演队隶属中国空军航空大学。空军航空大学是空军直属的兵种类高等教育院校。好，我们可以看到4架校巴飞机。
对，他们是红鹰表演队是。
Now this is the
4机起飞。现在我们可以从画面上看到
aircraft
已经迷路了，前4机已经受好调教。
好，红鹰飞行表演队所使用的表演
taking off in the first batch, another 4 the second batch. So in total, 8 aircrafts. And right now they are using that's the aircraft for the training purpose. So that's also a fighter trainer aircraft. So color red represents China's color and also represents the People's Liberation Army's color. And white and the blue, that represents a blue sky and a white cloud. So looking at it, they took off in 2 batches, and very soon in the formation flying, and then to the 3rd stage of their flight with the different aerobatic figure, and the 4th stage will be landing. So basically, you also can enjoy their show in 4 different stages.
刚才王老师也介绍了，今天的表演分为8机、7机、6机、5机编队的表演，以及4机、3机、双机的特定动作的表演和单机的特技飞行表演，一共有20。
So we talk about this is the J8. That's right now for the training purpose. So it will, later on we will see the different mix and match, because in total 8 aircraft, so they will have different combinations. So once again, you're looking at this is the a trainer aircraft. So that's the JL8, or also known as K8. So that's jet trainer used at the Aviation University. So they will first fly over the spectators to show respects to the spectator and also say hi. So this is a very disciplined and synchronized manner of formation flying. So in total 8 aircraft. So change a little bit their formation and to the next movement. So for their formation, they have different names. Just now we saw their name to say hi to the spectator. That formation is called Ride Falcon. And then right now you're looking at they change their formation to the formation named Eagle or Fighting Eagle. We talk about all the different formation or the purpose behind the taking off, why that the 3 aircraft are taking off and then 2 and then 1. Actually, all these have that tactic significance or the war field simulation purpose. we're looking at this formation flying actually. Their flying distance between each other is very short, and looking at the formation actually quite tight. So they always ask the pilots to pay close attention to the distance, and they need to maintain that distance for this tight formation arrangement. So looking at formation flying, they will change different formation. So they will also show you that the traveling and the maneuvering in a disciplined, synchronized, and a predetermined manner. And also looking at the pilots, they are old instructors from the Aviation University. And they need to keep changing formation, keep changing distance, and also keep changing flying routes and also the flying gesture. Require a lot of work, actually. So looking at it right now, change another formation. The Aerobatic Falcon Air Demonstration Team, established in 2011, looking at this is the formation flying consisting of 8 aircrafts. They made a spiraling. And looking at it, because right now it's a large team, it's a quite large number of aircraft in these squadrons. So this is really difficult and very challenging because of the aircraft at different position have different flying or the rotating or rolling radius. Right now they changed the different formation. They look at the different like triangle or diamond. Just now, the PLA Air Force August 1st Aerobatic Team, they show more about like power and strengths. Right now for the Wright Falcon Air Demonstration Team, because that their aircraft different, because for August 1st Aerobatic Team, they use J-10 fighter. By looking at the instructor, the Wright Falcon Air Demonstration Team, they use a trainer aircraft. We talk about right now, you're looking at all the pilots driving these jet trainers are the instructors from the PLA Air Force Aviation University. We talk about learn from the best. So here also showcase what best do. We talk about that edge flight, which means that really push you to the edge to test whether you can perform your flying mission. This is also one of the key lessons need to be trained. This is also an iconic figure, iconic aerobatic figure of Wright Falcon Air Demonstration Team. So you're looking at how precise they fly.
在我们镜头当中的是一个双击的一个动作。
到刚才这个钻石队盘旋结束啊，第二个阶段8机表演就结束了，开始进入了下一个。
Right, now change to the formation flying of 2 aircraft.
现在一个双击过来所以剩下来的六架飞机呢。
So we're now coming to the third stage of their performance. So that will be a combined or a big combo of a different mixing aerobatic figure. So first we're looking at the 2 aircraft. So they will make another nose-to-nose flight. So that's always the eye-opening and breathtaking gesture or the figure. So please pay attention to these 2 aircraft. So very soon they will adjust their air route. Okay, they separate each other because they need to change to their position so they can face to each other. So the benchmark actually is a runway on the ground. All right, now looking at these 2 aircraft, a flight nose to nose. Don't blink your eyes. So after nose-to-nose flight, and then a climbing, and then a wing over. So for K8, also can reach to 500 kilometers per hour for each one. So in total, 1,000 kilometers per hour. This is also show the bravery and advanced skill owned by the instructors. And then we're looking at 6 aircraft coming to us. So you're looking at one figure after another. And right now coming to us, that's the A6 aircrafts. And make a rover. So let's make a rolling S1. And then the 1 aircraft leave the squadron. So we will see the formation flying consisting of 5 aircraft. So looking at this is another, see a aerobatic figure. So that's the A spiraling along the axis. So this is also show that agility of the aircraft. And then we'll see. And then there's the flower blossom. So we talk about talk about the leading aircraft or the leading man and wingman. So just now we saw that 5 aircraft formation. The leading man will be the aircraft in the center, so in the middle, and the other 4, like 2 at each side, are the wingman.
进入到我们的实验当中了。
对。
绕
And
轴。
we see a formation flying consisting of 2 aircraft.
我们当中看到的是7号机、8号机组成一个双机的编队，来进行一个绕轴的一个动作。
To form another spiraling. So it's one aircraft rotating.
一架飞机围着另外一架飞机，不停的这个在它的身旁来进行一个绕轴的飞行。
绕轴的这架飞机实际上是在做一个同轨，一个就是同轨，就所谓同轨，就大半径横滚。这个大半径横滚也是有战术意义的。它在这个飞行的这个过程这个中间呢，如果说后方敌人占据主动的时候，它可以通过做同轨，因为同轨的这个轨迹会比较大，迫使后面那架飞机超越到前面去，就是从被动转为主动。对。所以这些这个动作在
So we talk about that rotation or the windover also with the more significance. So that also can make you in a
衔接更加紧密，还更重要的是体现了这种高超的素质和
be a disadvantage or a passive mode.
好，现在我们可以看到横天表演队的5架飞机，从梯次向飞过来了。
对，这是一个
the active mode. So if,
刚才
like,
是
say
2架飞
your
机做了一个
enemy's
这个
flight
然后再进行
in the active
交换
mode, and you can do that rotation so that the enemy's flight, and then from flying behind you to flying in front of you, and then you can get the active the position in the wartime again. So looking at this is the A5 aircraft formation, flying, traveling, and maneuvering. So that the 2 aircraft made that the rotation, and then back to the formation.
充分的信任。完全的信任。真是，哎呀，就是择一事经一行，终一生。
这就是人机一体，非常的默契。
So we talk about this kind of performance. Pilots should be 100% trust to their colleagues. Because we talk about just now that the formation flying consisting of 5 aircrafts, the 2 aircraft at each side made that rotation. So we talk about that 2 rotation or 2 aircraft, at certain time period they could not see the wingman, the other wingman, and the leading man. So they must 100% trust their teammates. Looking at this is a windover and a hesitation roll.
不像我们在前面看的那个绕是连续的，它是连续的动作，这是个停顿一下。
这个很重要，能够停下来再滚。
对。 因为这个飞机啊，它是用舵面来操纵，并不是像其他的机械装置。
So basically, here it presents that the windover basically is rotate, and then pose, and then rotate again.
3机的绕轴，做减降机动。可以看到其中的一架飞机在绕着2架飞机来绕轴。
这个绕的这一架飞机啊，实际上也是在做一个大半径横滚，也就是同轨。就是我刚才讲的，它是具有战术。 3架飞机分开，要求精准的控制。
So this is the another paralleling along the axis, and then fly to different direction.
3机完成绕轴以后，进入我们视线的就是一个4级的绕轴，更加复杂了。随着飞机数量的增多，这个绕轴。
And then we see the formation flying of 4 aircraft. So more airplane in the formation, more challenging the figure is. So looking at the radius is 29 meters.
今天的的确确是一场视觉盛宴。8一飞行表演队给我们精彩的飞行表演，体现的是速度和力量。这个
We talk about today, actually, that the team presents a big feast to the spectators. So the flying style presented by PLA Air Force August 1st Aerobatic Team is strong, sharp, fast. And looking at the PLA Air Force Aviation University's Ride Falcon air demonstration team, and their flying style is more elegant and graceful. And then we see another pyramid consisting of 3 aircraft.
3机叠罗汉离开这个前方的这个区域以后呢，剩下来就应该是4机过来了。
4机已经过来了。
对。
4机编队垂直，跑道对向观礼台，调整，准备一个队形。
And then we see the formation of 6 aircraft.
交叉分开，交叉开花。4架飞机带给我们的是速度与激情的碰撞。
And then we see that the crowds and then leave the stage. So that's crowd and split.
好，请大家要紧紧地盯住我们的电视机前的这个屏幕啊。
它现在分开以后，这2辆
回来了，
编好一个双机队形，在各自从跑道两端的这个不同的方向开始。
And right now we see that formation flying of 2. And that will be another nose-to-nose fly. So the benchmark is the aircraft, and we will see that nose-to-nose fly, and then a clap. So that's a very stunning, like nose-to-nose flying. So before that we just saw 2 flights, right now we saw 4. So we talk about a nose-to-nose flight, actually the reach for K8 as the A trainer's flight or trainer's jet that reached 1,000 kilometers per hour. So that's a really breathtaking figure. And this is inverted flying. And then to a falling leaf. and then to another inverted fly, and then to a dive. See that consecutive wing lower, and then a huge angle zoom up or zoom clap. Almost vertical to the ground, and then to a tumble, then to a falling leaf. After the falling leaf will be a spiraling. So looking at the vertical maneuvering, and followed by a horizontal maneuvering. So this is showcase that a single aircraft, the basic tactic, and a single aircraft could perform. So we could see that the horizontal maneuvering and vertical maneuvering can shift very fast, and also this showcase that the pilot can switch to either maneuvering in an agile and fast manner, so also demonstrate their muscles. And also look at there are so many different movements and aerobatic figures that a single airplane can perform. Right now we're looking at these 7 aircraft. And then another flower. So we're looking at this is really colorful flower. This is something we always welcome. And also that flower presents to the motherland to celebrate its 72nd birthday. Once again, you are looking at this is PLA Air Force Aviation University's Red Falcon Air Demonstration Team. We're now coming to the last stage of their performance, landing. And for landing, we were also looking at, or something we can expect it, as a small flying route landing. We're now looking at the landing gear already folded. So with the unfolding landing gear, right now this single aircraft performing short route landing. So making 3 turns. And the very soon we're looking at right now is landing. So that's a small flight route landing. So just in a very short distance and a short time duration, the aircraft right now landed. So always give us the feeling that it's just so lightweight. So because it's lighter weight than J10, so you're looking at for the landings of the K8, the trainer aircraft, This do not need a parachute to slow down the speed.
第三代的高级教练级了。
对。人们有时候把教师称为小天使。
前2天在这里看他的那个飞行表演，虽然是个单机啊，那还是很震撼的。我也很期待这个红鹰飞行表演队什么时候换成小天使作为表演机。
今天是否有教师的飞行表演？
今天应该是没有教师的飞行表演了。期待，这也是教师首次出现在我们的中国航展的现场，期待。
应该明天会有教师的飞行表演。
明天可能目前的计划应该也是没有了。我们想应该期待在下一届的航展。
对，在前面的专业日中间，他多次
来进行展示。今天这个红鹰飞行表演队的这个表演，这个飞机的涂装就非常非常的醒目。
So once again, you're looking at this is aircraft of K8 or the jet trainer. The pilots from the PLA Air Force Aviation University, they are the instructors. So this is K8, and at the opening day, we actually, if you saw our live streaming, we not only saw the performance made by K8, we also saw the third generation of the jet trainer K10. So we talk about K10 always considered as the mini or a small J10 fighters. So for a pilot, their training routes, the training process is that at first, of course, they need to first equipped with the knowledge and skills of how to drive or operate a flight. And then they can start to train with K8 jet trainer. And then to a higher level, they will move to K10. After many hours of training and hours of flying, finally, they can drive or on board J10 multi-role fighter. After landing, we're now looking at in total 8 aircrafts taxiing to the parking apron. Looking at the cockpit, it's always 2 seats. We talk about that, the trainer jet. The cockpit always can be considered as the classroom, right? So normally in their day-to-day training or day-to-day daily class, the instructor will sit at the back seats and the students need to operate the aircraft, so the students normally sit at the front.
看到这个飞行员腿上还有腿带。
这个也是为了抗载荷的吧？
腿带是在这个为了要进行这个便于跳伞的时候，让腿尽快的收回来，它会有一个装置，飞行员的双脚蹲在舵上，然后他这个腿带呢在跳伞的时候，他把它拉回来。
飞行员看束缚带是在什么位置？
那个抗荷衣是穿在他这个飞行服的这个里面。
里面。
对。实际上是这就是他们这个抗荷衣，看这是抗荷衣，在这外面这个穿的这个抗荷衣。
And right now we're looking at the 8 pilots.
像这个教巴飞机的抗载荷，它的这个最大载荷能到多少
？8个载荷是没有问题的。
它有8个。
Get off and taking off the protections and taking off some necessary gears on the ground.
飞行员跨立站在这个飞机的这个前面，我们的飞行员非常的英俊。
很帅。他们应该也会有一个机械的一个活动，我觉得。
应该有。
So looking at the 8 pilots, if they are ready and they looking at they are now standing behind the nose of their aircraft.
现场的观众非常的热情，鼓掌，举起了手中的相机、手机，来跟大家，应该一会儿会有互动。
Looking at the spectators with their phones, captured pictures, and also waving hands or clap hands to the pilots. Right now we're looking at
这边靠过来了，下飞机的飞行员16名飞行教官，经理。
8 aircraft in total. They have 16 pilots. Yes. Right now they all gathered here. Salute. Like a waving hand.
5星红旗，我们的飞行员接过了官兵们送过来的5星红旗。
And so right now, national flag.
这一天，这场飞行表演应该说有特殊的含义。
所以说，如果信念有颜色，那一定是中国。
一定是中国。
看到中国红的时候，
We talk about today is a very special day.
心中油然而生，想说出来的就是我爱你，中国。
2021 is the 72nd anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China. And October 1st is China's National Day.
中间可能也有40岁出头的这样的飞行员。
Holding the national flag and also waving hands to the spectators.
也有这种。
这么好啊！那他的这个水平是相当高的。
对。
今天的天气还是非常的热的。前几天我在现场，很少看到打伞，今天就是很多打伞，阳光特别的晒。
We talk about if you want to give a color to the face, then that must be in China, right?
我们这个市场老师也挺不容易的。其实我们这次中央广播电视总台为了这次的这个飞行表演的实况的一个录制，有10个机位，摄像老师就是一站就是好几个小时。刚才您看到，你看我们从解说开始。 一般都是从11点开始，要到2点钟左右结束。
Right now we're looking at this is the 13th Airshow China, and CGTN New Media bring you the full coverage of this event, and also to present our spectators, our viewers, a great view of the air show. Actually, we have 10 different angles to present to you the full picture. And the whole range of angles